Hey, welcome back to Hitch'd in Holland. Ever think about installing a diesel heater in your RV, camper, or fifth wheel? Well, this video could save you a lot of frustration, time, and money, and avoid all the mistakes that I did. Sometimes the best way to learn is by mistakes. Today I'm going to show you exactly what I did wrong on my first diesel heater install, and why the second time around works so much better. So if you're interested in a diesel heater for your camper, RV, or fifth wheel, you'll want to watch. So let's ask the question, why would you want to install a diesel heater in your camper, fifth wheel, or RV? Well, it's pretty simple. The factory furnace uses a lot of energy, and we do a lot of boondocking, so when we're out there we want to save as much energy as we possibly can. On those cool summer nights that we just need a little bit of heat coming in, turning on that furnace uses a lot of energy and obviously takes a lot of propane. So I decided, hey, let's get into the diesel heater world and see what we can do in our fifth wheel to save some energy. So I bought my first diesel heater, and I'll leave a link to the unboxing of that one up here or there, somewhere up there. I ended up with the Sunster TB10 Pro. It's a toolbox style, and we don't mount it in the camper or under the camper. It just sits on the ground, and we'll show you that coming up here soon. But first I want to show you exactly what my idea was when I was first thinking about installing this diesel heater. I wanted to use my existing ductwork that's in the camper, and this particular camper happens to have a plenum, whatever you call that, that goes from the front of the camper all the way to the back of the camper. And I have a vent in the master bedroom, the kitchen, and the living room. And it's all in the same run. So I figured, all right, let's do this. Let's cut a hole in that and put the ductwork in there and let it flow right through, just like the furnace does. Well, it kind of worked for the bedroom and the bathroom, but the CFMs of a diesel heater is not quite what it is of the factory furnace. So when I did finally hook it up and did the test run, the bedroom and the bathroom were getting really good heat and it was getting really hot. But when you went out to the kitchen, you went out to the living room, nothing was coming out. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to have to move it into a different location. So the first thing I did was decide, how am I going to get my ductwork from the ground up into the camper, up into the run that goes from the front to the back. So I decided I was going to cut a hole. Okay, so as you can see right here, there's a hole there. And what I ended up using here, there's the hole. So I cut a 4-inch hole in here, and what this plate is here is basically a 4-inch magnetic dryer vent that you would buy for your house. So the diesel heaters actually have a 3-inch hose on it, but you can't get these in 3-inch. You can only get them in a 4-inch if you want the magnetic. And I thought the magnetic one would work really well. So you could just take the hose from the diesel heater and just click it on and you're good to go. And yes, it works great. You have to reduce it or increase it from the 3-inch to the 4-inch to be able to click it on. Then once it's clicked on, it was good. And then when you take it off, you're going to have a big old hole here, right? You don't want a hole there. So you buy these little round plates I got on Amazon, and it just magnetically seals it. And it goes nowhere. It's good. So this is the original location, and this is located in my storage bay. On the Cougar, we have a little drawer here, and I have it coming up. So this is actually the 4-inch pipe that comes up from underneath, and it has this piece on it here, which is also part of the magnetic dryer vent. This piece here actually goes down on the diesel heater, so it can magnetic to the bottom. This one here, I ended up cutting a hole in my plenum, which is right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. You see those two little blue things? Well, I cut a 4-inch hole in there, and then this thing would come over and go right into there. Okay, and it would just magnet into that. I think it's going to do it right now because the things are there. Okay, and it worked good. But the problem was that it had to go all the way from the front to the back. And as I said earlier, the CFMs that come out of the diesel heater isn't quite what your regular furnace is gonna push out. So I had some options. I could either cover up the vents in the bathroom and the bedroom and force it down to the living room and the kitchen, or relocate it. Well, I tried covering up the vents, and there still just wasn't enough going through there to come out, especially down in the living room way at the other end. So I decided, okay, time to rethink this, and where am I going to put this? So I decided, let's go on the other side. Let's not worry about using the existing ductwork, and let's just make our own. Looking around the camper now, I have a Cougar 315 RLS here. I have these nice vents right underneath my stairway, okay, that leads up into the bedroom. So I took these vents off, and I says, what's behind it? Well, not much. Not much behind it, just open, it's open. So I decided, hey, let's put the diesel heater on the campside. Let's put the 4-inch hole in there. And I ended up bringing the ductwork right there, and it comes underneath this stair, and it comes out right here. So here's the diesel. Here the diesel heater sits, and like I said, this goes up here. I just grab a hold of it. It's magnetic. I just pop it back up there, and it's good to go. Turn the diesel heater on. Heat goes through, comes right out. I also installed this SAE plug right out here. So this has got 12-volt power. This goes up to the front to my where all my batteries and everything are. So when I'm done with this, I pull the plug, shut her down, put this away, and we're good to go. I have tested this thing for a couple of nights now, and it's been working great. It has a remote sensor. It's actually a CO sensor thermostat, and I ended up putting that in my living room. I don't know exactly where I'm going to mount it yet, but it's right here. This little orange, black and orange thing. That's actually the thermostat. So when I've got it set for 65 degrees. So if the temperature happens to fall below 65 degrees in this location, it'll tell the diesel heater to turn on. So the diesel heater turns on and heat starts coming out. And when it gets to 65 degrees, this unit will then tell the diesel heater, shut down. Basically working exactly like my regular furnace does, only it uses about 15 to 25 watts versus 300 to 400 watts on your conventional furnace. So it's been great so far. Last night I had it set at 65. It kept this between 63 and 68 degrees all night long, and it worked great, guys. So if you're thinking about installing a diesel heater in your camper, look around, see what your best options are to bring that ductwork in. Don't make the same mistake I did and say, hey, I'm just going to throw it into the venting system of the RV. The factory furnace can do it. Why can't this? It can't because of the CFM. CFM is the amount of air that it pushes, okay? Doesn't push as much. And that's a long run. This is a 36-foot fifth wheel. If you got a smaller camper, it may work. Did not work in my case, so I had to reroute it. And this has been a great option, and it's been working great, guys. So I've got links to all the stuff that I bought for this. Extra hosing, the reducer from 4-inch down to 3-inch, and the dryer vent, magnetic dryer vent. That's all down on our Amazon store. So if you're interested in doing something like that, go check that out. If you like this kind of content, like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment in your comment section there. It helps the algorithm of YouTube help us build our page, and we can do more content like this, guys. Again, I have a unboxing of that diesel heater. I'll leave that link up here. Unless you're plugged in to the campground, you can use your furnace, because at that point, you know, it doesn't matter how many watts you're using. You're not sucking anything out of your battery. But if you're a lot of boondocking, you want to save as much energy as you can, and a diesel heater is the way to go. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay hitched and keep hauling.